Welcome back to another week's video. We're about to start grinding down some welds, hopefully start cutting out this other side, and we're gonna get straight into it this week. We ain't gonna mess around, try to get some things done. We got some things coming for this truck, hopefully anyways, if shipping handles or does what it needs to do and get here on time. So we'll see what we get done this week. Starting pretty late this week. It's a Thursday, well, it's Wednesday night. It's 10:30 at night actually. At work tomorrow, but we're gonna try to get these things welded down and hopefully get this side ready to be seam sealed just on this one stretch by the door. I get the camera view right here by the door, or when your feet come in, and hopefully get some paint, primer paint, and then some, I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know what the best thing is for floor pans to use. We'll figure it out. I'll do some research on what's the best lasting thing. We could paint it, spray paint it, but I want something that's gonna last and not rust as fast. And we're getting some sound editing stuff, all the fun stuff. Let's get to work. I'm sure my neighbors love when they hear this thing kick on. Well, that compressor runs really loud. I'll show you what I need to grind down. All this, pretty much everything we welded last week has to be ground down and somewhat flat. It ain't gotta be 100% flat, but got pretty close anyways. I don't know what we're gonna record, maybe some time lapsing, because this ain't really the funnest stuff to watch. It's just stupid stuff that's gotta get done, that has to be done. So it's, I don't know, I hate doing this stuff. I hate grinding. My plank here has definitely seen some better days, I can tell you that. I made this thing back in high school, probably like 10 years ago. It's been through some stuff. Start doing some grinding here. Need to drain the tank real quick on this bad boy. Nice. Oh yeah, that's what you like to see. Let's throw a new pad on this puppy. Break out the old belt sander here and get these tight spots. Alright, you guys, we got this stuff grinded down as best as I'm going to be doing. We are going to be seam sealing the whole thing. I might as well just do it because I'm sure there's holes in this. And I want to get it seam sealed. Then we're going to go underneath the bottom later on and grind as much as I can and do the same thing on the bottom half. The way these pans are sealed completely. What I'm going to do now is get some self-etch primer. Well, some self-etch metal stuff here. We're going to spray all the metal spots in here that we're going to be seam sealing. So let me go grab that. Get this light set up here. Be right back. Still definitely got a lot of cleanup to do on this pan, but we'll go ahead and self-etch the metal real quick. I did miss a couple of welds, but honestly, you guys, man, paint cans fell and it hit my car down here at the bottom. Getting messing up my nice paint now. This car's a show car, just like this one. What I was saying is there's that one I'm not gonna be grinding down. There's some spots up there that are still high. It's them there. It is what it is. It's a freaking old beat up truck. It's got a solid floor pan now. That's all that matters. We're gonna put some POR 15 on this rust here. I may do the same thing on the floorboard, but I gotta look up a video or something, because when I put POR 15 on bare metal on the back of that, it just peeled right off. So we also gotta fix that. I forgot all about that. We still gotta paint that. So I don't know what I need to do of the right process here. So definitely gonna be looking into that. I'm gonna get some seam sealer and get this thing seam sealed, top and bottom, and just do the best I can to make the side look as fast or good as I can. And we'll start messing with the other side. I will catch you guys back out here probably tomorrow night. Probably definitely be tomorrow night, so I'll see you then. Before I head in for the night, I'm actually gonna scuff this stuff real quick. Try to get some of this brown goopy weld crap off here. Good enough for me. We're driving the old van in this morning, baby. Bring her into work. Close the garage up. The old heavy Chevy. Let's see if she wants to play nice this morning. She usually does. Oh yeah. Fire's right up, baby. Get the lights going in here. Oh yeah. Next day here, we got some POR 15 and some seam sealer. We're gonna be doing some POR 15 work in the cab right now. So I'm gonna come out later and try to seam seal. So I wanna get this down first and let it have a little bit of time to dry. And it's got the screws on top. So once you open these cans and it gets on the sides, it is pretty much impossible to get them out. I've told you guys that before. If I'd open this, I think I might even have some POR 15 left. No, I don't. I'm ready to use it all. Let's open this up. We're not going to be using very much of it. This screwdriver's too big. Story of my life, too big. Oh, there we go. What do I already have on my hands? Come on. Try not to get any of this on my hands. That's probably enough for what we're going to be doing. Alright, let's go to the truck. This right here is what we're putting this on, where it gets a little crusty. Maybe I'll just hit this spot here too. I'm not going to use very much here. Move on to the other side. We may come back and touch this up here in a second. Get this light set up. Real quick light. This side ain't nowhere near as bad. Doesn't look like it anyways. Let's grab the grinder here. Ugh. Oh, no, there it is. Yeah, clean strip here that might do a little bit better if it stays on. There we go. I figured it'd fall off. We'll have to cut that and patch it. That paint is not going to do us any good here. Are you guys ready to watch some seam seal in action? Because I sure am. I'm not ready to do it though. Gotta come over here, grab the seam sealer gun. Oh my god, I gotta get this thing on a stick or something. I keep getting real close to my face. My silicone squeeze gun, whatever you call these things. This puppy right here, I gotta get this one. When did I use seam sealer last? I already have some. I don't remember having this. I'm trying to think of what I would have used this on, because I don't know. Maybe that lawnmower? I think the lawnmower is what I seam sealed. Yeah, that's right. I might go ahead and use what I have here then, before I open up this other tube. I got a new tip for this, so just unscrew this one. Ugh. Oh, there she goes. If I cut this tip a little more so more can come out. I think I cut the other tip. Where did I just throw that one at? Oh, kick it around there. I think I threw it away. Now we'll just cut this a little bit. Get just a little bit more coming out. Let's go to the truck. Get some seam sealing action in here. Grab a little brush here. Nice, nice. Let's do the rest of the rest of the floorboards now. Try to get in the back best I can here. Just put a big glob on here, then we'll smear it around. Grab old brushy here. That's kind of unnecessary in the back or on the rest of the welds, but Is what it is. Ain't gonna hurt it none. And this stuff says you can put it right over bare metal. So I guess we'll see in about 30 years if this rots out underneath. Good thing with seam sealer is, you guys, you can hide your crappy welds with them. And that's what I just did. Oh. Got it all seam sealed up. We're gonna be letting it sit. It should dry about 30 minutes, it says. And that's as far as we're gonna go on this side. We're gonna do the same thing on the bottom half, probably. Don't really know what we're gonna do on the bottom, to be honest. But let's move on to that behemoth. If you guys didn't get enough if you didn't get enough, if I can speak here, if you didn't get enough of last week's video of rust, we're gonna do some more this week. We're not gonna be getting in depth on this side. We're gonna knock this crap out and get it. Oh my God, my words are beating me up tonight. We're gonna get this side done, hopefully pretty quick. It's a lot worse than the driver's side. I'm gonna show you real quick. I was beating on it with a hammer earlier. She's got a little bit of rust right there. We're just gonna ignore that. If you can tell, she's pretty bad in here. All we can do is start chopping away at it. Press is really loud right now. We're just gonna do a rough mark on where this is gonna be sitting at, so we know where not to cut or where to cut, kind of. Got this one out in one section this time. Look at that. Let's test the panel real quick again. I got this thing sitting in here. We're gonna start tacking it up in some spots and work it in. We still gotta patch that big hole over there. Don't worry, guys. We also gotta cut this out here. We got some stuff to do. We're gonna start getting it tacked in, and I gotta open a door in here. It's getting hot. I hate opening my door because people just like coming in here and talking to me. That irritates me. I don't like being bothered. Let's open it up a little bit. There we go. Gotta get some air in this place. It's getting hot. All right, I'm gonna get this cut out on top here, and I'll catch you guys whenever I'm ready to start welding. We're not gonna be fixing that hole. It is bad, but it is what it is. I probably could get this piece right now and order one online, but like I said, oh well. All right, it's time to throw this pan back in and start doing some welding. I'm gonna get this thing welded up, you guys, and I will catch you when it is finished. I'm tired of welding. I'm tired of messing with it. I will catch you guys when it's done, so we can move on to some funner and better things this video, and not just keep doing the same thing we did last week. So I'll see you guys here in a little bit. Taking a little break from the truck here, we're gonna throw the battery charger on the old Mustang because we're about to break her back out and start driving it again. It's been about 6 months since I've drove it. Winter, I put it up for winter. Haven't drove it since. It's starting to warm up outside, so we're gonna get it back out, throw this charger on. Hopefully the battery's still good. This car, the only issue this car has is the heater doesn't really work. My hair's a mess. The heater don't really work the greatest. It blows, but it doesn't blow very hard. We gotta dig into that eventually and figure out why that is. I'm sure it's something simple, like the squirrel cage or something, or lines all vacuum lines, something dumb. And it leaks a little bit of fuel out by the gas tank. That's out of one of the lines. It just drips. It doesn't drip a lot. It's a very small puddle after you run it. That's the only issues with it. Knock on wood. I mean, it could have issues now that we ain't drove it in 6 months. We're gonna charge it, and hopefully the battery's good because I don't want to buy battery. Let's go ahead, open the hood, and not get to work, but just throw the charger on. It takes like 5 seconds. I really wish I was doing YouTube when I was painting this car, working on it, because it would have been some good content. At least I think so. Nothing special in here, just a 302. This valve cover's a stock one. This one's a chrome one. It had chrome on it on both sides at one point in time. This side developed an oil leak. I went ahead and threw the old one back on. This side doesn't leak, so I left it on. That's why they're mismatched. And the other one, they're matching, are up there on the cabinet. No big deal. And I keep my hood pins right there. This car was a 4-cylinder car about 3 years ago. Bought it right after my sister passed away. And then we got a donor car and we swapped this thing over, put a 5.0 in it. We did the manual swap in it as well. It has a tubular K member in the front end, and that's about it for the suspension work. It's got caster camber plates. It still has springs in the front. No, it does not have springs in the front. It has coilovers in the front. I forgot. Dang, it's been a while since I've even worked on this thing. I forgot what they've done to it. The back, nothing special is done in the back. It's still got drum brakes, and it's got a sway bar in the back I put in. Interior in this thing is pretty mint for being a 4-cylinder car. That's why I love getting 4-cylinder cars, because they're not beat up, they're not ragged on. There's no rust on this car absolutely anywhere. This car is very solid. Show you the interior on it. We did the headliner ourselves, like we did the trucks. The map light does not work. One of my old Fox body did. I miss driving this car. I'm ready to get it back out because I absolutely love this freaking car, man. I love this thing. My first car I bought out of a junk car when I was 16 years old. I worked at GD Ritzy's and I saved up like $3,000 I had at the time. Bought that Mustang for $1,000. We took it in the body shop because I was in an automotive class in high school, half days, and I ended up painting that car there. I might throw some pictures in there here in a second. It was a purple Mustang. I have a little bit of videos of it on the YouTube channel, just like doing burnouts and stuff. It was a 4-cylinder, so it didn't do burnouts very good. Did them in gravel. But that thing was my baby. I drove it. I ragged the crap out of it. There's been so many times I almost wrecked that car. I don't know how it didn't hurt myself. Anyways, ended up getting them blowing the camshaft out of it, or crank or something. The cam. I blew the cam up, had the lobes all screwed up, the lifters fell apart. Ended up putting a new cam in it, but back then didn't know anything. I didn't set the filler gauge, didn't do anything. I cranked it, didn't do anything, so we pulled the motor out. Then I pulled the wiring harness out, and that was a huge, huge mistake. I put a carbureted 302 in it, and I just screwed that car up. Ended up having to sell it, sold it. Actually, I didn't sell it. I traded it because my wife was pregnant at the time. We're getting to a story here now. My wife was pregnant with my first son. We needed a car. I had a Jeep back then, and she had this 98 Toyota Camry. You can even see that on my YouTube channel. In that thing, it just keeps turning into stories here. That thing ended up blowing up, and we used the Jeep to ram that thing probably 40 times to get it home. We just kept hitting the back of it. My wife was doing it, actually. I was in the Camry, she was in the Jeep. She kept hitting me to get me home. Anyways, I traded the Mustang off for a 2000 Pontiac Grand Prix, I think it was. Then I ended up selling that thing for $700, and then we ended up buying my brother Sonata. And that's what we drove that for a while. And then that thing, timing chain blew out on it. Or not chain, had a belt. Timing belt blew up. It just blew apart. I ended up replacing the timing belt, put it back in time. It cranked over, it locked up. I guess it interfered, it bent valves and did all that stuff. Ended up selling that car for $400. I could have got a lot more out of it. Back then, so I'm saying, I lived at my parents' house. I was broke, didn't have anything. So we just had to get rid of that car, and then we got the Ultima that we have now. And things are looking better. I mean, we still have problems. Everybody has problems. Anyways, get off the beaten path here. This Mustang is going to be getting back on the channel hopefully soon. I'm thinking about putting a roll cage in it, and I want to get the heater fixed and a couple odds and end things. I love this car, and it is not going anywhere for a long time. Let's get the battery charger on it. Gotta grab an extension cord because crap won't reach. Let's get this thing plugged up here. Turn back around. See if I can do this one-handed. See how professional I really am. Not very. Well, like I said, not very professional. I couldn't do it. I tried anyways. By putting these terminal or clippy thingies on, whatever you want to call these, I can do this one-handed. And you gotta watch on the things I build. Sometimes the positive has the negative. The red's on the black sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully this thing will charge up, because I want to hear this baby run again. Maybe we'll hear it run this into this video. Let's get back to work on this pig. We're almost welded all the way up. I'll show you that real quick before I cut off here. We're gonna get this molding on too this week. Got all my spot welds done here. Welded up in the front. This pan, it's not fitting 100% perfect. It's a little bit higher, but that's okay, because you can see there's an indentation there. I had to beat it down. You're never gonna see it. I got that cut out for the new patch. I also got to cut this out yet. But I will catch you guys. We'll probably get all what I can welded, and then we'll get back on the patchwork so I can show you how I'm going to do that for the ones that out there that have a little bit more rust like I do. We got this thing charging. It's saying it's at 100%, but I don't think that's right. It says charging complete. I'm going to go in the house and use the bathroom. If you guys catch my drift, then we'll come out here and mess with this a little bit more. All right, you guys, we got it all welded all the way around to where we're patching at. I've already got I haven't cut this out yet, but we're going to be doing it here in a minute. And I also got this already cut. There's some things, there's spot welds right here and right here I got to get off. So we got to get this out yet still. So that's got to get cut out. We're about to go make a patch over here real quick. I got to find the marker. Should be in here somewhere, usually. Maybe it's not. We'll go find it somewhere else then. Right here's what we're working with. I'm gonna cut it a little bit long on the bottom because there was a gap, if you guys remember. It wasn't butted up. Let me go make sure. This thing's falling apart, so I gotta be careful here. It's gonna fall. Yep, I knew it was. Get this out of here. See, right there, the gap. So right towards the front is where it needs to start getting wider at. You guys remind me, okay? All right, let's mark this bad boy out. Let's go like, go about right there. Let's get the yakking and cutting. Hacking and cutting, I should have said. I'm gonna try to cut this one right here with the Sawzall. See if we can do it or not. I'm gonna say probably not. Yeah, it ain't gonna work. The little hacksaw thingy. I meant to say it was cutoff wheels. Let's grab the cutoff wheel. There we go. Here's our hockey stick. Let's go see if it fits. This piece does have a little bit of a curvature to it. Oh, hell no. Why did I cut it off at What we're going to do is start tacking it in and just cut off what we need as we go. That is going to be the best option here. So let's get to tacking. Get this thing fit a little better. get the cutoff wheel and start doing some cuts. Somewhere in there. We're gonna get this welded in and I'll catch you guys here in a little bit. All right, you guys, this pan is officially completely welded in. My welds are all right, I guess, for what it is. Don't let nobody tell you you can't weld with an electric welder, because I'm showing you right now that you can. The welder was like 80 bucks, 90 bucks. It gets the job done. Oh, I got a plug weld I gotta weld here still. But we're gonna go ahead and cut this out and hopefully get it done tonight. We're gonna try at least so we can come in here and seam seal this tomorrow. I gotta turn the big old compressor back on. It's 11 o'clock at night, but it's Friday, so hopefully nobody complains. Oh, this battery has definitely got to be dead or fried, because it's only charged at 2.2. It ain't gonna do nothing at 2.2, you guys. Oh, 2.6. All right, this piece is out. I just looked over here and noticed how bad this was. So we'll probably end up having to cut this out, which is unfortunate. Tired cutting the rest out, guys. I'm sick of it. So I guess we'll go ahead and cut it out and just knock it out as well. Might as well, we're already here, you know. We'll get this patch done here in a minute as well. All right, see if we can make some patches. There we go. See if we can get this out of the same piece. It's a little shy, but let's cut this piece first and see where we're at. Just throw into the vise. I might use this piece actually for the other side. This thing came off the lawnmower, if you guys remember that. This is the last sawzall blade, cut off wheel, so let's make it last. Almost. There we go. Got this one traced out, so we'll go ahead and see if we can go ahead and get this one made too. while we're here. What the heck are all those things? It's from the vise sitting there. It's about to rip a hole in here. So it looks like, yeah, that's what it's from. Oh well. Let's take it back to the truck. Let's see if these patches will patch my work. If not, we'll just fill in the cracks, call it a day. Fill in the big old minor imperfections that I got going on. Because I've been filling gaps in this bad boy. Because I ain't a welder, you guys. I'm not a fabricator. I'm making stuff work. Making things happen. Let's get back to work though. All right, I got this patch here. We're gonna go ahead and weld it on. There we go, she's in. This thing took me absolutely forever. I don't know why. This thing beat me up. But it's finally in there. And it's time to move on to the last patch of the night. So this patch here, as you guys probably know where it needs to go. Let's go ahead and get it on. Oh, you guys. It's 1 a.m. right now, and this floor pan is finally welded in. That patch I did with the black panel that was from the lawnmower, I do not know what they put on that thing. It had to be absolutely spotless. I mean, I fought that thing. Let me just tell you that. I fought the crap out of that freaking piece of metal there. But it is all in, and I'm gonna show you real quick. They're in there like swimwear, baby. There's a couple holes here and there, but seam sealer is gonna go on this just like the other side. And we're gonna call this puppy done. I gotta scuff it yet. We'll do that tomorrow when we seam seal it. That thing took me like 15 minutes to weld in. This took me like an hour. That was ridiculous. Oh my God, I'm so glad this is done. I'm tired of welding in here. Is another hole? No, there we go, we're good. We're not gonna be welding up in there because it's gonna get seam sealer right here. Oh, don't mind that little piece of the seam. Yeah, it's seam sealer there. To get seam sealer up in that crack there, no big deal. But she's done. You guys hear that? She's running. We went and traded the battery in, got another one for free. It's still under warranty. Got it thrown in right here. She's running. She does sound pretty good. I'll pull it out here in a minute and look at it. Admire the beauty. It's not like it's cammed. It's a little bit out of time, and one of the headers are a little loose. Fans are running. Gotta get the van out of the way so we can get it out of the garage. We've got to jack it up and move it back over. This battery's too tall. It's sitting on the freaking battery right now. That's why the hood ain't shut all the way. That's just annoying. Let's get the van out of the way. See if this bad boy fires up, because I know she will. There's my dog. Oh. What you doing, buddy? Get the key in the ignition. Well, there he goes. Let's see if she fires up. Oh yeah, I knew she would. Oh, she died. Gonna move it out. We're gonna move the Mustang over. Take old girl around the block and park it up front. I think it's in gear. Might be in second. I don't know. We'll figure it out here in a second. Oh yeah. Man, I love driving old junk. Nothing beats it. Nothing beats the old junk, you guys. Truck coming. Oh, she's missing. She just ain't warmed up enough yet. Parked it out front here. Throw some old rust away. Wipe some dust off this window here. I don't know if I have a rag or something in here or not. I did, but where it went, I don't know. Probably just roll that window down, honestly. This gas old girl got in it. Got a half tank. Look at all that dust. Roll this window down. Alright, guys. Let's go take her for a joyride. She's on expired tags. I can't record in here, obviously. I don't have the setup. It's a manual. I gotta drive it. You know, we gotta be in contact with these cars when you drive them. I ain't drove this thing in a while, so I'll catch you guys later. I'm gonna go enjoy this thing for a little bit. Go get the tags for it later on today. Enjoy some beautiful weather. See you guys later tonight. All right, I had my fun with the Mustang. I'll go put it back in the garage. Go get a tag for it before it gets impounded. Just kidding, you guys. I doubt they'd say anything to me. But I do want to put it up. I don't like leaving it on the street. Man, did we have some great weather today. It's time to get back to work here, though. Let's get this thing seam sealed, top and bottom, as long as we have enough. Let this stuff dry. We'll paint it tomorrow. But what we have down here is a big old wheel. We need to test fit it in the front, test fit it in the back, and see if I like them before I buy them. So we'll probably do that first. Go ahead and knock it out. And then I'm gonna crawl up underneath here, grind underneath. I won't show you guys that because it's gonna be hard to record underneath the truck. Basically, what I'm gonna do is what I did on the top side. Just go around the welds on the bottom, grind them. The way I can get under there and seam seal it, and seam seal the inside on the other side. Then we'll get in here and start painting some stuff. Let's get at it. I believe they're the same exact wheel, just a little bit different. I think they're the same wheel, just this one's deep dish, as that one's not. And it's taller. But I think I'm gonna like these a lot. At least I hope like I'm going to anyways. Still these bad boys on. I want to turn the wheel all the way to see if I have clearance. Seems like I got clearance. Let's turn them straight and see how far they'll stick out. Turn the wheel back over. Oh, that's the other direction. They're almost straight. I don't know how much I'm gonna like that sticking out. They stick out quite a bit, don't they? They're not much bigger than those, so I don't know. It's hard to get it. Maybe I should get a block of wood, put some of these lug nuts on, and drop it down some blocks of wood to see where it'll sit at level. Let's go ahead and do that. Throw some luggy nuts on. Let's lower it down ever so slightly. See what it looks like. Oh yeah, that don't stick out very far at all. I think I'm gonna buy them, you guys. I like them. I like them a lot. Let's jack it back up and we're gonna test fit on the back side. See how much they stick out on the back. Come on! Ugh. Man. I hope I like these wheels. I think I'm going to though. I've seen them do these big old fat freaking tires and put something a little bit cooler on here. Let's do the same thing we did in the front. Lower down on this. Lower it down, see what she looks like. Well, they're gonna be sticking out big time in the back. I wonder if we should put the big wide ones in the back and have the regular ones in the front. The decisions to make here. We need a tape measure and see how far they actually stick out. Well, they don't stick out that far. So 11-inch wheels by 16. Some of the polished aluminum on this is coming off. Oh well. I think I'm gonna buy them, you guys. I like them a lot. I think they'll clean up decent enough. Get some polish in here and clean it up. In the middle, the coating's kind of peeling. I might look up a company or something that can redo these. The pitting on them and stuff. I don't know if that's an option or not. Anyways, let's jack it back up and get back to work on the real stuff we need to be doing, like seam sealing. That's what needs to be done tonight, so I can paint tomorrow. Get this thing off here and throw the big old fat tire back on it. Throw her back down on the ground. Let's hop in the cab and throw some seam sealer down. We'll load up the seam sealer real quick with a new tip. I gotta cut this one, don't I? No, I don't. It's open. Hope I got enough. Should. Got a whole other tube here, so. Get the old brush down. Oh yeah, so much fun. It's kind of unnecessary to seam seal. Oh well. Just making some content, that's all I'm doing. Because whoever has to come in here and cut this out again, which will probably be me one day, it's gonna have one heck of a time trying to get all this off here. Unless this thing ends up in a junkyard someday. Because it might. You never know. Get some more juices flowing out of this thing. I could have swore I freaking blew all this out. Guess I didn't. What a big old blob. We're almost there on the final stretch. That was not the final stretch. We still have a little bit more to go on top that I completely missed for some reason. Oh my God. Here we go. Let's go back to the truck. Forgot this up here by my feet. If it comes out here, come on, man. What's going on here? There was some kind of little clear or some kind of clear thingy in the back or inside this thing that had to come out. They had to poke clean. There we go. Brush it and call it a day. Oh, this is a gray tube too, if you guys are wondering why it's different color. That's alright. We're painting in here anyways. Alright, last thing we're gonna do tonight is get this chrome back on the bedside. I got new clips from LMC truck we're gonna be throwing on. And I believe these are the right ones this time. So let's get them on here. The best way to get these things on for the viewer pleasure is just by, wow, it's like magic, you guys. She's on there. All we got left over here is toss this old taillight in. Let's go ahead and do that. And by old, I mean brand new aftermarket. These things off here. There we go. Only got the one screw for now. I gotta get 2 more screws because I stripped 2 of them out. If one won't hold it, the 2 never woulda. Well, maybe because it almost fell. I'll catch you guys back out here in the morning or tomorrow night. We'll get this bed floor painted. I already went underneath and I didn't seam seal underneath because I could barely get underneath there. I'm gonna have to jack this thing up and really fine tune it. But I have this rubberized undercoating I used on the lawnmower. That's what I put as far as I could get underneath there. This can's about empty, so I can't spray all the spots. I'm gonna have to get back under there later on and do some more. And there's blood all over this can because one of my welds under there cut me, sliced my finger open. But that's no big deal, is what it is. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. As you guys know, we're coming to the end of this video. We just hit 600 subscribers and I can't thank you guys enough. That is awesome. I'm very happy. Let's hit 700. We'll be on our way up there. Keep climbing and keep climbing higher and higher. Hopefully one day we'll get somewhere. Let's get inside this cab and start painting or priming and painting and get this thing ready for some carpet. I don't think I'm gonna do any sound deadening because it is what it is. Carpet, and we'll talk later on what we're gonna be doing to it next. We gotta get in here and take all this crap out of the floor. This is some still good stuff. I'll grab my air tools, put them back in my air tool drawer. All right, I got cleaned up enough in there. We're gonna start doing some scuffing, like right here mainly. I get the rest of this weather strip off because I got this new kit coming that should come with all this. What is that? Oh, it's glue. Okay, I was like, what the heck? Oh. Come on, there we go. Pretty sure that kit comes with that. I want to get rid of it just in case. It's wiring out of the way that I have no idea what it goes to. It's just sitting here. It went up there into nothing. Well, it clipped in right there, actually. I don't know what it goes to. Let me know in the comments if you guys know what that goes to. We're not going to do too much cleaning in there. Maybe later on I will, but I just want to get this painted for now. I don't know, maybe we might just clean this up real quick. We might as well. We're already in here. By clean it up, I mean just wipe it with a rag. What do you guys think on that? Blow this thing out a little bit. We're going to tape a couple of things off in here. Nothing too crazy. Just so we don't get a bunch of paint on stuff I don't want paint on. This should be good for that. Get you a two-handed shot here. I hope I can. And the camera in one hand and the spray can in the other, if I can speak. Holy crap. This color is close enough for what you're gonna see anyways. It ain't gotta be perfect. It needs to be covered. Let's get this side all painted up. I thought I blew this out. I think I didn't. Oh well. Oh, I forgot to tape that thing up right there. Can't get blue paint on everything here. There we go. I'm gonna climb up in here so I don't get any runs. Trying to spray at an angle is kind of hard. Oh yeah, look at that. We may put something over the top of this. May not. I don't know yet. And lastly but not leastly, the final stretch right here. Check it out, you guys. She's painted. We may go back over it later on with I may try to find a darker blue. What I'd really like to do is paint this dash and get it real nice and freshened up. So I might take something off this truck and take it to the paint store and see if they can match me a can. Because that'd be awesome if I get this thing painted before we throw it back together. Just the dash anyways, like the doors and stuff, I'm not too worried about it. I want the dash to look really nice. I may go ahead and do that and then paint the kick panels as well so they match. And then the rest of the cab, I'm not too worried about it. Like up in there and stuff. It is what it is, an old truck. And I might go ahead and get a new headliner for this because it doesn't fit back here with the panel I made. Just don't know. There's a lot of stuff I want to do this truck, and money's the problem. It may need another coat on top. I don't see what would hurt. I got 2 cans. Oh, light's right in my freaking face. But I think we did a pretty good job, you guys. I'm calling it this week, you guys. It has been a long week. It's been an eventful week, but it's over. Hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode. Next week, don't know what we're going to be doing because the carpet's not here, and that's what I wanted to do next was carpet and stuff like that. I got a dash pad, and I'm also going to be ordering a seat upholstery kit we're going to throw in this truck because I like the seat cover, but I really want a seat done nice inside of it. I know the outside of the truck looks like a turd, but I really want the inside of the truck to look nice. Just whenever you see it go down the road, it looks like a turd going down the road, but when you look inside of it, I want it to look nice. Because I could always paint the outside. Like we may do it later on, I don't know. It is what it is on the outside for right now. I like it beat up. I like the patina look. Anyways, we just went over 600 subscribers. We're at 601 right now. Could not thank you guys enough. I'm very excited for the future of this channel. I don't want to give up on this channel. Even when this truck's done, we'll find something else to work on. I got the Mustang, got the van that needs some things tied up on, and I got lawnmowers and mini bikes and bikes. I got a lot of stuff that I could do. I want to build a wagon, like a little pull behind wagon for my kids, like a dragster wagon. I got a lot of ideas to do. I got a Halloween prop I want to make. I want to make a Jeepers Creepers thing. Getting off topic here, I want to thank you guys for supporting me and coming back to each week. It means a lot to me. When I first started this channel over a year ago, I was kind of skeptical on it. I was nervous. I think I'm slowly getting comfortable talking to the camera. I'm still kind of nervous. This isn't my 100% self. At home, I'm a goofball. I make loud noises. I'm obnoxious. I'm just full of energy. And hopefully one day I'll be like that on channel, on the videos. I'm a very goofy person. If you couldn't tell, I'm still a kid. All these toys around me. I love my toys. I'm still a child at heart. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching each week. Thank you for coming back to me. Thanks for the guys that always comment on each video. It means a lot to me. The 600 subscriber comment, I seen your comment. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much again. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. And maybe my schedules are very, very off each week. I try to get out here and work at night, every night after my kids lay down, because that's the only free time I have is after they're asleep. My wife's in there with them. I'm not leaving them in there alone, you guys. Don't freak out. But it's hard to record a video out here. I'm waiting on parts. So I'm thinking next week video is going to be not out. It'll probably be a week after next week. That's usually how it's been running. It's been about a 2-week video thing. I go 2 weeks and then post. It's hard. It's hard when you're waiting on parts, and it's hard whenever you only get a couple hours a night. Friday and Saturday are my most busiest nights. I can come out here right around 8 o'clock, and I can stay out here till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. It sucks. I'm tired the next day, but making content, that's what it takes to get these channels going. You got to stay committed and dedicated. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to upload every week. It's almost impossible to post every single week when you're working full time and you got family to take care of. But I'm figuring it out along the way. Hopefully if it's not next week, it'll probably be the week after. Honestly, I don't know when the next video is going to be coming out because I ordered the carpet last week and it said something, it might be here in April. That's an issue. I don't want to wait that long. So if that carpet's not going to come, what we'll end up doing is probably painting my dash. There's a license plate bulb. We got to figure out how to wire that up on this thing. There's a license plate dash. What did I say? There's a dash pad I got to put on. But if we end up painting the dash, I want to paint the dash and paint anything else inside the truck if we want to do that. We may do the doors. I don't know yet. The doors aren't that big of a deal right now. I'd like to get the dash done because the doors are easy if I want to paint them later on. Take the door panel off, roll the window down, and they're ready to go. Tape off the wing window, and they're easy. The dash is going to take some time. I got to take a lot of stuff off. Radio bezel, heater things. I got to tape things off, tape the windshield off. There's a lot I got to tape off for the inside on the dash. But I want the dash to look really nice, so we may go ahead and do that. I got to get a piece off to take to our paint store so they can match it, and a rattle can preferably. I can paint out in the garage, but I don't have the setup for a nice airline. They tell me I need to run 50 foot of hose before I run my air filter or filter for this tank so I don't get water in my lines. That's the only reason why I don't want to paint in here is because I don't want water in my guns. I don't want water coming out of my paint jobs. I run my tools on with water coming out of them all the time. I put oil in them. They're going to get tore up. It's something I need to do because I can show you after I'm done yapping here of how I got the setup. It is not a very good setup for air and water at all. I need to get something a little bit better on this thing. And if you guys out there want to sponsor me or, I don't know, send me stuff, just let me know. I'll take anything as long as it's not... I won't take anything, don't get me wrong. I'd love to be sponsored on this truck. There's a lot of things I want to do to it still. I want to get nice door panels. I want the wood grain bezel. I want to get the seat thing for this. I'll probably buy that next week. I have a whole list. I need to get tires for it as well. It probably needs a new battery. I know there's people out there sponsor batteries. If anybody want to get a hold of me, just shoot a message on the YouTube comments, and then I'll send you a message with my email and stuff. Get a hold of me. If that's what you guys are interested in, if you guys just want to watch, I completely understand it. I would never send anything to a YouTuber because I'm poor. I know there's a lot of more people out there that are a little bit more wealthy in a way of being able to help. I'm not. I help as much as I can, but most of the time I'm broke and I just make ends meet. That's all I do. So if you guys want to keep seeing this truck, keep coming back to me, and I'll be here. I didn't talk for 6 minutes. That's freaking crazy. This video is going to be absolutely long. Hopefully I'll have a video next week. If not, it'll be the week after for sure, I hope. If it's not, don't yell at me. I'll definitely be uploading. I'm not going to give up. I don't know when the videos are going to upload. Well, if I ever get to full time, then we'll figure it out, because then I can record during the morning and quit my day job, and then, you know, obviously be a lot more dedicated and a weekly upload. I'd like to post like every Monday or so. I don't know what days would work best. I have no idea. We're not there yet. I know when you get to 1,000 subscribers, I think that's when you qualify to be able to start getting paid on YouTube. Then you have to have like 15,000 watch hours. I know for sure we're not there. We're not there at all. But we're getting close to the subscribers. So as we grow, everything else will grow. And maybe one day we'll catch a break. I'm done yapping. I'm heading in the house. My wife wants me inside early tonight because I've been out here late the past 2 nights. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for supporting me and coming back to each week. Thank you so much for getting me up to 600 subscribers. That's freaking awesome. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out. Just look at that big old beast. One day we'll cut it down to a short bed. I promise you guys.